morning, everyone. Good morning. The meeting is called to order at exactly 11:45 a.m. I am Danica Druhanyola, along with my co-learning experts, Mr. Justin Alipala, Ms. Mary Joy Angana, Mr. June Arthur Binayao, Ms. Brittany Mankawal, Ms. Kazi Zamil Meliza, Ms. Judy Marie Bisana, Ms. Shikaina Abarido, Ms. Aloha Batao, and Ms. Jaya Binayao. To start with, let me call on Mr. June Arthur Binayao.
Good morning, committee. Good morning. Based on the recent survey on the dietary intake of Filipinos ages 15 to 21, it was found out that their nutritional intake is unbalanced, which is very alarming.
So, the Nutritional Council Committee must ramp up our plans. Ms. Shikaina?
So our first plan is people should eat a variety of healthy foods every day. Eating a variety of foods from the 5 major food groups provides a range of different nutrients to the body, promotes good health, and can help reduce the risk of disease, while as keeping your diet interesting with different flavors and textures. Eating a well-balanced diet means eating a variety of foods from each of the 5 major food groups daily in recommended amounts. It is also important to choose a variety of foods from within each food group. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
So for guideline number 2, breastfeed infants exclusively from birth up to 6 months, then give complementary foods while continuing breastfeeding for 2 years and beyond for optimal growth and development. So this is crucial. That is why it is included in our guidelines. Thank you.
Next, we have Mary Joy Angana.
And guideline number 3, we have to eat vegetables and fruits every day to get the essential vitamins, minerals, and fibers for regulation of body processes. So it is very essential for us to intake vegetables and fruits, just like in intaking green leafy vegetables and eating fruits every day that are rich in vitamin C, which are papaya, guavas, and oranges. It is also advisable to every family to have home gardening, to personally have organic products of vegetables and fruits.
So, Aloha Batao is not here, so I will proceed to the number 5 guideline, which is we should consume milk products, and other rich in calcium foods such as fish and shellfish every day for healthy bones and teeth. Eating rich in calcium and natural foods with vitamin D, such as fish and foods fortified with vitamin D, will help us meet the required calcium in our body. Aside from strengthening our bones and teeth, calcium also plays a vital role in our blood circulation. It aids muscle contraction, regulates heartbeat, and functions of nerves. So that's how important calcium is in our body.
Okay, since we will play Atijaya Binayo's video.
So, good morning everyone. So for today, I will talk about in this discussion about the nutritional guidelines for Filipinos number 6, which is to consume safe foods and water to prevent diarrhea and other food-related and waterborne diseases. So, food and waterborne sickness, also known as food poisoning, is typically caused by consuming food or beverages contaminated with bacteria, parasites, or viruses. So, these germs are transmitted by the excrement of infected animals and humans. So, to avoid foodborne diseases, there are following steps to follow. So, it has 4 steps. So, clean, separate, cook, and chill. So, when we say clean, we keep ourselves and our working areas clean. Separate, we keep raw meat and other animal products away from other foods. And cook, always cook and prepare things appropriately and cleanly. And for chilling, we should chill. Properly store meat both before and after cooking, and also other food to avoid contamination.
We will proceed to number 7.
for, for the guideline number 7, we should make use of iodized salt to prevent iodine deficiency disorders. So if you notice in the supermarkets, there are salts that are labeled with FDA stickers. So you should buy those. So we use iodized salt to prevent iodine deficiency disorders and avoid physical and mental underdevelopment. So those infants that are still on the wombs of their mothers are very high risk if we do not use iodized salts. Consume foods rich in iodine like seafoods and seaweeds and those fortified with iodine. So you read labels, and that is for guideline number 7.
Okay, thank you. In addition, we have to limit intake of salty, fried, fatty, and sugar-rich foods to prevent cardiovascular diseases. So, all excess or too much eating is bad. That is why we need this guideline for us to be guided and ensure that we intake the proper amount of food and nutrients that we consume. We should exercise proper balance of eating those foods that are being mentioned to avoid any kinds of diseases, particularly cardiovascular disease.
Okay, and also to have a healthy lifestyle, we must not forget the guideline number 9, and it is to have a normal body weight. And to have the normal body weight, we must observe a proper diet and a moderate physical activity to maintain good health and help us prevent to obesity. One way to measure your weight or your body weight is to use body mass index. So the higher your BMI, the higher of risk for certain diseases, and if it's so low, it is not also good. So we must need to have a normal body weight. So to follow a balanced and nutritious diet in consonance with the level of physical activity, we can attain normal body weight. Thank you.
And lastly,
Last but not the least, be physically active. Make healthy food choices, manage stress, avoid alcoholic beverages, and do not smoke to help prevent lifestyle-related non-communicable diseases. So the main point here is to engage in any physical activities to also relieve from stress, and the food choices should be healthy for a balanced diet. As part of the healthy food choices, beverages should be avoided as well as smoking. This is helpful to prevent diseases. That's all.
okay, so to sum up, the importance of nutritional guidelines for us all Filipinos is that NGF is that aside it is a set of dietary guidelines, it's also inform us consumers about the healthy eating habits. These guides also serve as a visual aid to help us Filipinos consume the appropriate amount of food at each meal. Eating a balanced diet or healthy diet is important to health. It can prevent major diseases like cardiovascular diseases and many more. And I think that's all for today. Do you have any additional information, Mr. June Arthur Binayo?
So every suggestions of the different learning experts on this nutritional committee will be developed into programs that will be cascaded down to the municipal nutritional action offices in every barangay or municipality or provinces. So I thank everyone for coming today for this very important discussion.
Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good day.